Okay.
Holy Spirit,
You better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my ways. So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate. Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my ways. So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit,
Hi. Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness. So I have been looking and looking and looking. Kimmy, I see you in the chat talk about something that took longer than 20 minutes. Of course, it's a lot of information. It's a lot of information. Welcome back to my show. I love you all. Okay. Welcome back to the Shauna B. Way Show. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Okay. So I'll tell you this. Kavina says you found him. Girl. Okay. He is everywhere and nowhere. He is everywhere and nowhere at the same time. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. And I'm a girl. Hold on. AK says, I found him. Where he at, girl? Where he at, girl? Where he at, girl? Where he at, girl? So I love y'all. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So there's so much. Let's start with some of the, I like to deal in fact. So hold on. Let me pull up. Okay, let's start with this one. Let's start with this one. And off the top. All right. Hold on. Let me pull that up for y'all. Boom. Let's get into it.
And off the top at 5:30, we continue to follow breaking news out of Star Island. Several law enforcement agencies are raiding the home of hip-hop mogul P. Diddy.
And tonight, we are learning it may be tied to alarming allegations. Let's get right out to CBS News Miami's Larry Seward. He joins us live from the scene with what we know so far. So, Larry, what can you tell us at this point?
Authorities not confirming very much beyond the fact that this is part of an ongoing investigation started by Homeland Security Investigations in the state of New York. Behind me, that is the entrance to Star Island. You can see the Miami Beach police car there at the entrance.
So this investigation started in New York, okay? Now, again, like I told you before, TMZ had contacted law enforcement, a worker that worked, I believe it was a detective that worked in the New York precinct and whatnot. He's told the TMZ reporter that there was an open case on Sean Combs. The case said Sean Combs and it was sealed. They were not allowed to open it. They were not allowed to access it, but there was an open pending investigation against Sean Combs. Now, that same precinct, New York precinct, came out and had another message. Well, basically a message for TMZ to retract what they had said before, because they were saying, hey, we don't have no case on no Sean Combs. We don't know what they're talking about. Look here. We take all our allegations serious. Okay. And I'm a girl, but we don't have no investigation on Sean Combs. Come to find out, yes, they did. There was an open pending investigation. I believe that they did that to protect their investigation. They wanted Diddy to move how he would normally move. They wanted him to keep, because they have been watching him. So I don't believe that it's just things from the past that they are kicking Diddy's door in for. I think it's other things associated, other allegations, other people that have came forward and said certain things have happened to them, or investigations that they have had on him for quite some time, just not enough evidence or witnesses to corroborate what has came forward. So it's like a puzzle. They'll take the information that they've been getting over the years from certain people, police reports and other things, some that have been swept under the rug. Even I believe internal affairs is involved because of Homeland Security. Now, this isn't an FBI case, which you would normally think something like this, and then at this rate would be more so, because Homeland Security, that's something different. Like, that's something different. You know, the FBI, and I'm a girl, that I could understand. That's their lane. But Homeland Security, you know, that's when, you know, a bunch of illegals, you know, or something like that, like illegal aliens and stuff like that is involved. Aliens in general coming down from space, you know, Homeland be all over that. And I'm a girl, not the FBI. They go get Homeland Security. And I'm a girl. That's what they have clearance beyond clearance. And I'm a girl. Okay, they get to touch stuff that other people, because sometimes the FBI be having to wait for Homeland Security before they can make a move. You know, they got to put it on Homeland Security. That's not, looking here, we want to do this. Homeland Security be like, I guess. And I'm a girl. Or they be like, yeah, no, we'll take care of it. But you normally don't see them. Homeland Security is not a department that we see often. You know, FBI, CIA, you know, stuff like that, little piece. But when it comes to Homeland, this is crazy. It's like, okay, well, what the is going on? If Homeland Security took over this investigation immediately, and I'm a girl, it's their investigation. Homeland Security was Front Street. They walking through the house doing the work. That's Homeland Security. Like, this is big. This is no little thing, and I'm a girl. So yes, let's keep going.
If you look to your right, you can see this is where the Homeland Security investigations are set up with their command posts. We've seen not only HSI police, we've also seen an FBI agent and numerous other officers going in and out of the house that is behind it. You can see the beige complex there. That home, we understand, according to property records, owned by Sean Combs, or Diddy, as he is known. That property, again, being searched at this hour. We also know, obviously, Sean Diddy Combs has properties in Los Angeles and New York. We understand from our colleagues in Los Angeles that earlier today, helicopter hovered above one of Diddy's homes there, that a similar law enforcement, they showed up there as well to search the property. It's not clear exactly what they're searching for or the details of the investigation. We've asked Homeland Security about that. They're only saying that this is part of an ongoing investigation.
So Homeland Security is very quiet. They say, look at here. It's part of an ongoing, but you're not going to get, Sean, did you find Caresha? Yes. Caresha's on Twitter. Everyone's saying, where's Caresha? So Caresha retweeted someone saying, where's Caresha? And she says, I'm right here. So Caresha's here in the United States. She's not with Diddy, wherever he is. She's not on the run with him. So yes, Caresha is in Florida. I believe that Caresha is in Florida. Shout out to the over the 1,300 people in the building already. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like.
led by New York, but obviously the properties in Los Angeles and the property here in Miami being searched as we speak. We're going to stay on top of this story and bring you more details as we get it. But back here live, you're looking at, again, HSI police setting up their investigation at this house. You can look and see in the driveway, the gate. It looks like that gate has been.
Look, they kicked that gate off. Girl, what did they use? The tank gun? Look at that door, girl. Oh my God. Diddy, they was not playing with you. Look at that gate door. That is a big gate. Look at that, and I'm a girl. That is a big gate. What did they use? Oh my word. This is like a stampede. Like, oh my goodness, look at that gun, and I'm a girl. Oh my word. It's off the hinge. It's off the hinge, and I'm a girl. Girl. Yeah, they had to. They had to have. I don't see nothing else. I don't see nothing else they could have used, y'all. Janae, girl, they used the tank. Girl, look at that dough. Diddy, look at your dough. You ain't gonna go check on your gate, and I'm a girl. And I'm a crazy. Crazy. You should have left Kim Porter alone. You should have left that. You let that woman live. You should have let that woman live. When a woman's fed up.
Table because it's sort of just leaning up against the pillar on the side as they're backing.
It's leaning. It's not even. Oh, Lord is leaning, Lord. Lord is leaning. They get kicked in the doorway in the fofo. Oh my goodness. If Diddy would have been out, he would have been like, you ain't gonna arrest me as your daddy. You ain't gonna arrest me as your daddy. Daddy. You ain't. Yeah. Take that. You ain't gonna arrest me as your daddy. Is you? Diddy sitting at home watching his sons get arrested? He on a plane watching his sons get arrested? I told y'all to take the garbage out. Y'all should take the garbage out. Y'all should take the garbage out. That Justin, you shouldn't have slept with Lori. You know I saw her first. Take that. You know I saw Lori first. You know it. And then you still went behind my back and I'm a girl. You went behind my back and I'm a girl. You shouldn't have. That's how Diddy was on a plane to his sons. And then Christian Combs, you tried to be a better rapper than him. You tried it. So both of y'all is up for sacrifice. Okay. If he had sacrificed Biggie and Pac and everybody, everyone, Craig, Black Rob, just everybody, Lord. Okay? Just everyone. Y'all is definitely up on the totem pole. Mama Combs, you next hoe, because I don't like you neither.
A van up into the property. Again, we're going to try to get as much information as we can. We've talked to neighbors. They told us that these police officers showed up about 2 or 3 hours ago. So again, we'll dig for information, have more for you.
There goes the neighborhood. You already know how that neighborhood tenant meeting going. Look at here, he gotta go. Look at here, he gotta go. Look at here, he gotta go. Okay, so this is Homeland Security. Hold on, there is another one that I want to show y'all too. Before we gonna get into the tea, y'all. It's a lot. So I just want, a lot of people don't know what's going on. Some people do know what's going on, and I'm a girl. Just want a little longer. Be quiet, girl. You're not up on the screen yet. Okay. Boom. Let's get into it.
Telling ABC News that right now authorities are carrying out searches at properties associated with P. Diddy. This is all part of a federal investigation into human trafficking. They also say that this investigation has been ongoing now for several months. They add our sources. Now,
I'm a girl. So they said this investigation been going on for 7 months. Okay. Now let's do the math. It's a March, Lord. 3 months. Okay. Then you go December. Then you go November. Okay. And then October. So since October, they have been doing this investigation on Diddy. The TMZ report, the original report, was in December, I believe. It was in December when they said that there was an open investigation on Diddy in New York. Okay. So this investigation started, I believe, with Cassie. Okay. Now, there have been other reports, and stuff like that, but I don't think that there was an open or pending investigation on those said things. I think that there was a pending investigation on Diddy and underage people. That long before Cassie, or like right after her. But I think that they have been keeping their eye on that for quite some time. Because there's a lot of people that know. This is why I say I feel like internal affairs is involved, because it's no different than this. If they were, because I'm sure they were very tactical about how they were going to get Diddy, how they were going to pop him, right? So how did he find out? That means that they have a leak. They have someone in some part of their, because this is Homeland Security. They came for Diddy, Justin, and Christian. That's who they came for. They got Christian, they got Justin, but they did not get Diddy. So that means Diddy has an inside source. He has someone high up, and I know people are saying Eric Adams, but I don't feel like it's Eric Adams. And the reason why is because there's so many investigations open on him right now, and him about to lose his spot. He has lawsuits right now, even with SA. He has lawsuits and stuff, so I feel like he's out of the loop. Feel that no one trusts him. He's on the out. He's not on the in. Bishop Whitehead just got found guilty. He got all this time over his head, all of this stuff. Him and Eric, he don't know nothing. Eric don't know nothing. Eric didn't tell Diddy anything. I don't feel that Eric is on the in. Eric is on the out. He on his way out the door, just like Diddy on his way out the door. So, I don't believe it's Eric Adams. I think it's someone that currently works inside of law enforcement that told Diddy what was going on. 100%. How did he know? The literal day they raid all three homes, his spot in New York, his spot in Florida, and his spot in California. No Diddy. He's not at either residence. Since he travels so much, I think that's why the raid in New York, I think that was to get him, because the original flight plan was for Diddy to go to New York. So I don't think that it was like a actual raid there in New York. I don't think that whatever they were looking for, I think they already had it. I think that that's where they were planning on getting him at, and raiding the other homes is because they knew Justin and them would be there. They knew. They keep tabs on these people before they pop them. So you don't think that they had tabs on Diddy before they popped him? This is how you know that there's a snitch. There's a rat. There's somebody that told Diddy information that he was not supposed to know. He wasn't supposed to know. Because they got every suspect except Diddy. So Justin was unaware. Christian was unaware. If Diddy is aware, it's because he has the rat. He has the snake. Okay? Somebody told him today about this happening. Diddy was at one of those homes today, and I believe he was in California. That's where I believe Diddy was. I believe he was in California because that's where his sons are. So he left that home knowing that Homeland, that they're about to be a raid, and that his sons would be involved, and that his sons were going to get arrested. And he abandoned them. Because what's the excuse? Why do they have your sons, but they don't have you? You left them on purpose. You did. Correct. It's not a coincidence. All three of the main places he go and the main scenes of the crimes to where the people have reported him, Miami, Star Mansion, the home here in California, the home in New York. They raid them all at the same time. That was on purpose. So they could make sure they got everybody they needed to get. This is at least a 7-month investigation. So for 7 months, they have been planning this. And then the day they do it, you're just all of a sudden gone. You're nowhere to be found. Okay. We have a leak.
That an arrest does not appear to be imminent at this time, but what you are looking at right now is live video of one of these searches being conducted. Now, this is a search that is happening at Sean Diddy Combs' Los Angeles home. This is in the Beverly Hills area, so you can see a tremendous amount of law enforcement present there all around that home. So this search just began here. There's also, as we understand, another search being conducted on the other side of the country in Miami, because we are hearing from Homeland Security that there are investigations going on using the assistance of HSI Los Angeles and HSI Miami, along with local law enforcement partners. We do understand that they will provide us with updates as possible, but this goes into multiple allegations against Sean Diddy Combs over the years. There have been several civil suits against him as well, including human trafficking, all of which he has denied as this has been ongoing. But again, clearly an escalation that we are seeing play out live right now.
Correct. There is a lot of charges against Diddy. There's a lot. There isn't like one or two charges. No. And then the evidence that they have the back, they are not doing this if they don't have a solid case. This is why Diddy is petrified. Wherever Diddy is, he is afraid, because this is letting him know the elite is done. You have no protection. None. You are on your own. He by himself. It's the same thing with Russell Simmons. The same thing. Russell is on his own. Like that literally, like you're popped. It's over for you. And this is what it is for Diddy. It is over for him. There is no coming back from this. It's over. They're not wasting all the Homeland Security. They're not wasting all of their time and money on this investigation and not seeing it through. They're going to see it through. And they've been wanting Diddy for quite some time. They have been wanting him for quite some time. And don't get me wrong, when y'all keep bringing up Jay-Z, I feel like there is definitely some smoke when it comes to Jay-Z, because no one is stupid. Jay-Z is a higher up. So Jay-Z knows about a lot of this stuff before it hits mainstream. He absolutely does. Okay? He didn't cancel that Rock Nation brunch for no reason. He canceled that Rock Nation brunch because just like Diddy was tipped off today about what was going on with him, about this raid, Jay-Z was tipped off about this information 7 months ago when the investigation started. Jay-Z is from New York, or where he calls his home base. You don't think he got that city on lock? Jay-Z got New York on lock, the whole state. Okay? So there's no way Jay-Z did not know about, no different than Diageo. They helped set this plan in motion. And then again, they set this situation, the alleged investigation started 7 months ago. So that will mark around October. Diageo had already been separating themselves from Diddy, and they did not include the Cassie lawsuit. And like I said in that video, Diageo knew about the Cassie lawsuit before it was ever going to see the light of day. So they already were trying to cut ties with Diddy and get as far away from him as possible. And Diddy knew what was up because he had an idea of what was going on behind the scenes with Cassie too. He already knew what was up. He knew that. So instead of just letting the deal go, he wanted to sue Diageo and say it was a racial thing, pulling the race card, saying it's because he's black, when Diageo has put hundreds of millions of dollars into his liquor brand, and Diddy only invested $1 million into a liquor brand that he grossed over 300 to 400 million from. And all he put towards it was $1 million. Diageo did everything else. Everything else. Just like with the charter school and all of that, he threw some money at it, comes take pictures and then leave. Just leave the people to fend for themselves. He did the same thing with Diageo. They gave him this huge opportunity, and instead of being like other people that have deals through them and whatnot, like what's his name? He's an actor, George Clooney. He is the like spokesperson, pretty much. Well, not even just a spokesperson. He pretty much like runs Casamigos, and everything about that tequila. It's George Clooney like infused with the company, but George Clooney has done plenty to make sure that that liquor, Casamigos, was big, that it did great. Shout out to over the 5,000 people in the chat. Please hit the like, subscribe. If you have not already, please subscribe. This is just the beginning. So Jay-Z canceling this Rock Nation brunch this year, it definitely gives, because Jay-Z, again, at pretty much, even when Diddy is not there, Diddy is still sponsoring the Rock Nation brunches. Even when he's not there, he's still sponsoring it. Jay-Z and Diddy are partnered on the whole Rock Nation lunch ceremony. That's why a lot of people that deal with Diddy, like Usher and so many others, are always present. You can see Usher right here in the corner, present at these Rock Nation brunches. So it was deliberate that Jay-Z canceled the Rock Nation brunch because he already knows what's going on with Diddy. So he does not want any parts. He's trying to stay as far away from this as possible because this type of stuff is contagious. It's contagious. You got one person getting popped, you look up, you getting popped too. Let's keep going. Look, you see Usher, Diddy, not all that's happening with Diddy. Usher is next. Now, I don't know where Jay-Z falls in line, where he gonna get popped, or if he gets popped, and whatnot. But Usher is next. I'm telling you, Usher's next. Usher's next. I'm telling you. Please hit the like.
Los Angeles. I want to bring in our ABC News contributor and trial attorney, Brian Buckmeyer, who I know, Brian, you have been following this case for many months, and you bring it up to me all the time. And now I wouldn't call this the culmination. In fact, probably this is just the beginning, right? So what do you make of the fact that they've decided to carry out these two searches?
Right. I've been talking to about this for too long. But what does it get you? What does a person need to have the ability to search a home? Probable cause. So what I'm doing is I'm looking backwards. How could a judge grant the ability to search these two homes, and why would you do it simultaneously? Probable cause being the belief, or at least having the quantity of information that a crime either did happen, is happening, or is going to happen. That's how law enforcement must have to prove.
So again, is happening is a big part of why they would, as you've seen earlier when we showed the video of them storming and basically coming through with a tank, knocking the door down. It's giving there are things taking place now. There's something going on now. So we need to hit all of these places at once so that we could, because if we just get one, then the other ones are going to be alerted. So we need to pop them all at once. So it gives that there is someone immediate or people that needed to be removed to make them react in this type of way. Them being there, as long as they were there over 3 hours. Over 3 hours, they were there. The people that were in the home were removed and placed in the front. So when we saw like the dude getting arrested, whether it's security or whatever, when we saw that happening. So if they actually got victims or got removed people from there, it's a high probability that we won't see it. Unless a camera like or helicopter was like above, because they were usually put them in their own type of special unit type of situations and remove them from the premise, because they don't want them to be seen, anything like that. If someone is being held, so we don't know. But for them to react this way, it does give that there was something at least at one residence that was going down, something immediate that they needed to get to respond in this way, for them to be like, okay, we need to go now. We need to get in there now. The warrants are recent. So within whether they got the warrant today, whether they applied for them yesterday, but it's recent. Okay, that's a fact. Those warrants are recent. So I wonder. We'll see, though. We'll know. We'll find out.
To a judge or a court, why they have the opportunity or the legal ability to search someone's home. Now, why would you do it in conjunction from one property and another at the same time? Law enforcement typically does this because they are worried that information or property or evidence may be hidden away or destroyed while you're searching one property. And so they're looking for something to corroborate the belief that they have. That
correct. And I agree with that as well. So again, they have to get all of the places at once, because if they allow if they just pop one, then it gives it so that they have free space to roam and get rid of all of the other stuff. Because all it takes is one place getting hit to be like, hey, get rid of this, burn that, throw this way, flush this. So now they want to pop them all at one time. So it's like, we need to get everything. We need to get Miami, and they've all been working together. This is different states, but Homeland Security pretty much like, I don't think they have any jurisdiction when it comes to the United States. I think that it's just like a free for all for them. So it is easier for them to all work together. So the Miami Homeland Security, the Beverly Hills / LA Homeland Security, and the New York Homeland Security is easier for them to be like, okay, we are all team up and do this all at the same time. So they went even above the FBI, because as far as I'm concerned, I believe that the Homeland Security they have more pull, more clearance than the FBI. So yeah, I'm like, wow, they went to basically the highest power to make sure that this all went down. Please hit the like.
Crime did occur. And as you pointed out earlier, he's facing multiple allegations of sex trafficking. So perhaps that is a crime in which they're investigating. Perhaps that is what they're trying to seek more information from. But in order to search a home, you have to have probable cause. The only question is, probable cause of what?
Probable cause. And so, Brian, as you look at this and you watch this, and we'll shout if we see any more movement on these screens, but it is important to note, right, that this is all being run out of the Southern District of New York here. So there is a tremendous amount of coordination happening within law enforcement at the highest levels.
Correct. And like she just said, law enforcement at the highest level, Homeland Security is up there. So a Homeland Security being up there, Diddy is one of the people. Yeah, Diddy. Tell the truth, sir. You were one of the people that wanted your name off the public Epstein list. You got all of this stuff going on. You were on that list, bastard. You were on that list. You requested to the judge, because you already had all of this stuff going on with Cassie, that at the tip of this year, of January, February, around that time when the Epstein list was made public, you requested to the judge that your name be listed as John Doe. Hair flip. And you tried it. And you tried it. And you tried it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And the reason why I believe it's being coordinated out of the SDNY, or the Southern District of New York, which encompasses, for the most part, Manhattan, is a lot of the civil allegations stem from there, whether it be Cassie.
His name was on that list. It was over like 50 people that were on the list that requested that their names be kept discreet, that their names be removed, that their names be listed as John and Jane Doe. Diddy was one of those people. And so was Ellen DeGeneres. And so was Ellen DeGeneres. Diddy's name was on that list. Now, y'all know I love Beyonce down, but Beyonce, girl, you was one of them too. Girl, please. Girl, please. You and Jay-Z too, girl. Come on, let's keep it real.
Or the other 4 allegations or civil lawsuits that stemmed from it afterwards. And so what it appears to be, at least if you're thinking this is connected to the civil lawsuits, are that the SDNY is coordinating with the other agencies in Miami as well as Los Angeles to search the properties of Sean Combs to see if there's any evidence of that. Now, I can't think of anything off the top of my head what would be evidence of sex trafficking.
I can. Women being there, women being downstairs, a handcuff somewhere, and I'm a girl. They only could come out the room when it's time to freak off, and all of that. And I'm a girl. Videos and audios. They got security cameras and stuff everywhere. And I'm a girl. It's girls out there that's allegedly minors. That should not be all type of. What you mean you can't think of nothing off the top of your head? Why you ain't call me? Because I can think of all type of. And I'm a girl. I can think of all type of stuff that will make them want to do that.
Predominantly something that might stick out as to something to corroborate what we've heard in these civil allegations. But if they find it, it could lead to further investigations. At this point, we're hearing that there's no potential arrest, but it doesn't mean there wouldn't be one in the future based on either more information collected or if they're finding whatever it is that they're hoping to find in these two locations.
Correct. So he said there's no potential arrest. So again, like I said earlier, with Justin and Christian being in handcuffs, they could have just been being detained. When raids and stuff are done, usually all of the adults, whether you've done anything or not, you being there is enough for that. They will arrest you. They will put handcuffs on you and detain you until the situation is at a standstill, until they at the point where it's just like, okay, free them. We don't have no reason to hold them. We don't have any reason to arrest them at this point in time. It does not mean that they're not going to be arrested in the future. It just means that at this point in time right now, we have no significant reason to place them in custody right now until we get back and put all the evidence together. Then we're going to come get these motherfuckers. It's that simple. The main person that they are looking for is Diddy. Okay. There will be charges brought up on these people, especially Justin and Christian. There will be charges brought up on all three of them. There will be. Right now, they just need their primary suspect, which is Diddy.
And Brian, we do want to mention that we were initially told what we were showing our viewers here is a home in Los Angeles, California, near Beverly Hills. That is not the case. What you're seeing on your video on your screen is in fact Miami. And then they are also searching a home simultaneously in Los Angeles in the Beverly Hills area at the exact same time. And to Brian's
correct
point.
So this is Star Mansion. Okay. Earlier we watched the one that was done in California. This, because like the Beverly Hills, California area, this is Miami. Okay. This is Star Mansion. Okay.
Here, law enforcement does that often in an effort to make sure that these searches can be conducted without sort of tipping off anyone else that might be involved, which doesn't give anyone any time to do anything questionable with evidence. So you're getting a larger shot there. You can see now just how close that home is to the water as our affiliate helicopter is flying over this home again in Miami as it is being searched. I want to now bring in our ABC News contributor and former FBI agent, Brad Garrett. Brian Buckmeyer, don't go anywhere because I have several more questions for you as well. But Brad, as you're watching this, first of all, can you explain to us, Brad, what that vehicle is that we're seeing right there, that big white truck?
As you're watching this, first of all,
well, I can't see. I don't have a screen up to see it. But if it looks like a cargo truck or looks like any.
Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Yeah, y'all saying all hell breaking loose, full of trees, so no one can see what is happening. Absolutely. Diddy gonna tell on everybody. I think so too. My transcript said, why is one of Diddy's houses in his daughter's name? And I'm a girl. Girl, not just her. Suzanne said, yes, Diddy on his private plane somewhere. You have Mira said, Diddy need to come on back and take that. Absolutely. I hope I'm saying your name right. Tamarian. It's pretty. Doing a Diddy doing a on the run tour, period. Yeah, Diddy is on the run. And we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. There's a lot of tea on that. Again, y'all know me. I like to deal in facts and, places like the news at times, they usually have a lot of facts and they can get a lot closer to the story than we can. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Over 6,000 people in the building. Please hit the like. Let's try to get us up to 2,000-3,000 likes if we can. Please, please, please. It's free. I promise I'm not asking for much. I love you all. If you're new, subscribe. Hit that like.
Any sort of truck that you could put evidence into. So since we don't know kind of what they're looking for, I can give you a list of what I think they're looking for, is that you have to have a crime scene search vehicle to go in with the various things you need to do to search. So my guess is it's that, because my sense was this wasn't, they weren't going there to arrest anybody. This was to do a search.
Correct. Correct. Now look at here. We're gonna need some warrant. Okay. This is why Diddy is on the run. There is no warrant for him. There is no warrant for his sons. Okay. So when people are saying that Diddy is fleeing at this, I get it, because technically he is, because he's going to try to avoid this. He's going to try to avoid this. Right now, he is somewhere off the grid. Okay. I do not think Diddy is in the United States. I don't. And the reason I don't think he is, because I think he's going to try to get his lawyers to fight this for him until he gets a better handle on it, and then try and come back to the United States of America. And I'm a girl, but I don't think he's going to stay too close because of what is to come. Because if they're doing this, if they're doing raids, they're doing this to seek information so that they can file charges. They're doing this for evidence so that they can get evidence against you to arrest you. And I'm a girl. So again, when we watched the video earlier, I said they could just be detaining them because that's what they do in a raid. Everybody, usually kids, they don't put cuffs on. But if you're a teenager to adult, until they can verify like how old you are, because some teenagers can look grown, you're getting in handcuffs. They're going to place you in handcuffs. They're going to question you, you know, all type of stuff. And I'm a girl. So gays, let's keep going.
So they took everyone probably from the evidence response teams of maybe the FBI and DHS to do this search.
Yeah, so a large vehicle to collect evidence. It does also look like it has some kind of satellite up in the air as well. We're also seeing local.
So they got this truck right here is to collect the evidence that they found. Girl, let me find out if people inside of here, and I'm a girl, because that's pretty damn big for flash drives, and I'm a girl. It's given they got this damn because who need a truck this for how much evidence? Look how big that truck is, and I'm a girl. Look, she just said that truck is for evidence. Listen.
Look like it has some kind of satellite up in the air as well. We're
teams of maybe the FBI and DHS to do this search.
Yeah, so a large vehicle to collect evidence. It does also look like it has some kind of satellite up in the air.
They got a satellite in the air. They have this large vehicle for evidence. What's in this truck? What do you need? Are you kidding me? What are they collecting? That you need a truck this big? People? Is it people in there? Because, whoa, that's a pretty big truck for some computers and, you know, camera equipment. That's crazy. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like.
As well, we're also seeing local news in the area, and you're seeing law enforcement, Brad, sort of walking down a very long driveway to enter the home, and you're not seeing, you know, it's not a chaotic scene at all. Definitely not. And you're right. Our sources are saying that an arrest at this point is not imminent.
Right. So, you know, quickly, why were they able to go in there? To Brian's point, how did they convince a judge to go in there? You have to have a link directly to these two houses. In other words, do they have video of some of these acts that are being alleged in either location or both locations? Are there witnesses? People that have come forward? Of course, people have come forward. Can they put acts in these houses? Maybe they were there firsthand. Is there CCTV that can be seized? Does he actually have video that he collected while these acts were going on? It's not uncommon in these types of cases.
Correct. So I think that they're explaining like, okay, well, even he has the same question. Well, what did they have so that they could go in here and do all of this stuff anyway? Because again, when you got the rich people, even police they tread lightly to fear of lawsuits and all of that stuff, because that's what the higher ups do. When people are super rich, you raid anything of theirs, you try to close anything of theirs, you got police coming into anything of theirs, they're going to sue you down, they're going to sue the department down, they're going to do all of that. So you best believe if Homeland Security raided multiple properties of Diddy's all in the same day, basically at the same time, they come in for something. They got what they needed. They got, and they know what they're looking for, because this is big. So you want okay. Ooh, hold on, what to say? Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on, I gotta pull that up. I gotta pull that up. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read this too. We just got an update on Diddy. Okay, read that. They're talking about his plane. Okay, we're gonna read that too. But yeah, so they're you best believe they kicked this door in. They know what they're looking for, and they found it. Okay, because this is a lot. 3 properties, 1 day. Oh yeah, girl. Oh yeah.
So it's all about what happened in those houses that law enforcement convinced a judge that there may be elements of the crime inside these houses.
All right. Thank you so much for that analysis. I also hope we can get some video up of the raid that's happening in Los Angeles as well, so that we can learn a little bit more. But in the meantime, you're seeing, again, more video of P. Diddy there. But again, we are talking right now about a simultaneous search of 2 of his properties, one happening in Miami, the other one happening in Los Angeles. And we just have some new reporting. We're told here by our ABC's Aaron Katursky that the women who have made public accusations against Diddy are welcoming Monday's law enforcement activity, we're told. In fact, there is a statement from one of their lawyers where they're saying
They're talking about Cassie.
we will always support law enforcement when it seeks to prosecute those who have violated the law. Hopefully, this is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible for what they call his depraved conduct. And so I want to bring back in here Brian Buckmeyer. And Brian, it was the first thing we talked about, right? That this is not the culmination of this. This potentially could be the very beginning. So Brian, what do you make of, first of all, that the lawyers are jumping right out to talk about this immediately, not wasting any time to draw attention to it?
Well, this is beneficial not only for their clients, but also for their cases. If we look to the last alleged victim, Rodney Jones Jr., who came out with allegations that seem to be very similar to Cassie, as well as the other 3
Absolutely. And not only that, see, people are looking at Lil Rod's lawsuit as a joke. His lawsuit is serious. The reason Lil Rod's lawsuit is so serious against Diddy is because he has proof. He has proof of the things that he is saying. He can prove them. He has audio, pictures, video, witnesses. He has it all. And these are some serious allegations. Serious. And he's not the only person. Even G, the male that Diddy allegedly pow-powed inside of the studio bathroom, he has stated if he is subpoenaed and 6 of the witnesses that were there outside of the studio and inside of the studio said that they will testify. If we are subpoenaed, we will testify. This is not a joke. This is no laughing matter. Diddy is popped. Diddy is no longer part of the elite. There is no protection for Diddy. And anybody that is close to Diddy will feel the same wrath. This again is why Jay-Z canceled the Rock Nation brunch. It's been going on since 2011. Why would he just cancel it all of a sudden? He hasn't canceled them. They've been going on consistently for years. Diddy gets popped in December. The brunch is usually held in the what, like February, March, something like that. No brunch, none, because these type of things can be contagious. You are who your friends are. You are who your friends are. Usher going to visit Russell Simmons. The reason that stood out is because Russell Simmons has been ostracized from the elite and the industry. He is 86. It's over for him. So Usher going to visit the op. Usher felt betrayed by this lawsuit with Lil Rod because his name was mentioned. Diddy has always been able to protect Usher. He felt like seeing his name in that lawsuit, because that's why Diddy did everything in his power to make sure that his lawyers even fired his previous lawyer to get some sharks that could try to hurry up and get Usher and Meek Mill's name redacted from the lawsuit. Usher and Meek Mill are still a part of the lawsuit. They're not being sued, but they are a part of the lawsuit as corroborating witnesses. Okay? Just like Tiffany Red and all the like when people Cassie put in hers. Okay? So with this lawsuit and the proof behind it, I believe Usher is popped. Meaning, Lil Rod has proof of the things that he said about Usher and about Meek Mill. He has proof on these things. That's why they're listed in that damn lawsuit. And they are angry about it. Because Diddy has always been able to protect them. Okay? 100%. He's always been able to do so. Just like Russell Simmons, there was a lot of people underneath him that he was able to protect, but as he got popped, they started to get popped too. So it wasn't just Russell. Just like with Diddy, it's not just Diddy. Harvey Pierre, Aaron Hall, y'all see? These are all people that Diddy was protecting. He was protecting Aaron Hall. He was protecting Harvey Pierre. All of these people were underneath the umbrella of people that he didn't allow anything to happen to because he was a part of the elite. He is no longer a part of it. Okay, they are denouncing him. This is how they do it, public humiliation. So when Diddy comes forward and says that they're just trying to tarnish my reputation, you know, and things like that, he's not talking to us. He's not talking to the victims. He's talking to the elite. He's not talking to us. He ain't talking to the victims. You know what he did? He know what he did. He talking to them. Like, for real? This where we at? Yeah. And that's what the elite like, yeah, and we're going to show you. We're going to show you that's where we are. Look at what's going on.
Women who brought charges or brought allegations, sorry, he said that Sean Combs has cameras throughout his home that records a lot of these events. In his complaint, that being Jones Jr.'s, he had snapshots of video that he had taken himself. And so to Brad's point, I think part of this, if the SDNY and the federal government is looking into this from the lens of these civil allegations, is to see how much of it is true. And if any of this is true, could criminal charges be levied against Sean Combs? Now, some of these civil allegations came up because of a look-back window for civil allegations to be brought through New York's Adult Survivor Act. But some of these charges, like sex trafficking, have no statute of limitations. And they have severe penalties under the law. And so law enforcement be looking at—
Absolutely. So when people are like, oh, well, there are people that have statute of limitations on not set crimes. Again, it's according to city, state, state. I would say, but most of them are the same, and laws have changed. Y'all got to stop looking at the last time you looked or read on a law was in 2005, and you expect it to still be the same to this day. A lot has changed. Even the Adult Survivor Act, all of that stuff is new. This stuff ain't been sitting around since the 90s. No. Like a lot of the laws change all the time. New ones come out. Statute of limitations change to where there's a statute of limitations on some things, and then they'll remove the statute on it. And a lot of states have done that, removed the statute of limitation. There is none. It's like whatever crime it is forever. It's up in the stud. You come forward with it, we're gonna go get them. And I'm a girl. So yeah, it's like check your laws and statutes before you just blurt out, oh, well, there's statute of limitations on it. Read.
Yeah, this is saying if these are true and there are videos and there are cameras, or that these allegations can be corroborated through what we find in Sean Combs' home, then they will move to the next step, which would potentially being evidence collecting or arresting someone.
And Brian, if you can, just quickly, while we only have a few more moments here, help our audience understand how far back they're looking. I mean, some of these allegations stem some 30 years ago, right? And they, in some ways, coincide with the uprising of his career.
Yes, a lot of these allegations, just from the lawsuits, I think stem back from 93 or 94 and go all the way up into the production.
Shout out to my mods. Y'all are working overtime today. Shout out to y'all again. Shout out to over the 6,500 people in the chat. And I'm a girl. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Shout out to my moderators again. Y'all are doing y'all thing.
Production of his latest album in 2023 and 2024. And so we're talking about a long span of time, but even just outside of those lawsuits as well, there has always been these kind of whispers or rumors in the background as to Sean Combs' involvement to various activities. If you're talking about Cassie's allegation of him being part of Kid Cudi's vehicle being exploded, or other allegations of assault or shooting or sexual harassment from Rodney Jones Jr. and the other four alleged victims. This is a long investigation. I think this is only the beginning.
And again, Kid Cudi corroborated Cassie's story about Diddy trying to blowing up his car. You know, again, these are charges that have no statute. What state has a statute? If you try to end somebody's life by making their car explode, oh well, it was 10 years ago. It was 5 years ago. Oh well. No, that's not how the law works. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Let me give y'all some shout outs. Shout out to Cherry Blossom for becoming a member. Welcome to all the new subscribers as well. Shout out to Phil for the super sticker. Says, well, is they running down on the whole Epstein list or what? Could be possible. It could be possible. I think anybody on that list, public or not, have their names redacted or listed as a John or Jane Doe or not, you are still on other people's radar. Okay, like Homeland Security, the FBI, CIA, and whoever else. You are still on that list. So shout out to the legendary Kind for becoming a member. Shout out to you. Shout out to Chi-Town for the super sticker. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Shout out to Tamika for the super sticker as well. She says, is this what Misa Hilton was alluding to when she told Diddy that he had issues and needed help? And she was going to start talking to save her son. This was about the time of Cassie's lawsuit. So Justin Combs had got a DUI. And when Justin got that DUI, she was basically angry with Diddy and threatening not to necessarily expose them, but expose them, and stating that what happened to her son and him getting out of control with like drinking and stuff like that, those issues came about because of his father. And she was telling him that basically if he didn't get his ish together, that she was, and get some help, that she was going to start exposing him. And then she completely changed her tune. But I do think that it's part of what she was alluding to. I would say that. Shout out to you, Tamika. Shout out to Capricorn John. She says, and my girl, shout out to you, sweetheart. And thank you for being a member for 14 months. Shout out to Capricorn John as well for the $20 super sticker. Thank you so much, Capricorn. Shout out to Annette. She says, you did your big one with this content. I'm loving it because I know you back with your fact. Absolutely. We've been talking about Diddy for quite some time. We've always had a feeling about him. And yeah, so shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being here with me, rocking with me for years, talking about this stuff. I'm not a I told you so person. I think we all knew. I think everybody kind of knew. You know, from the making of Band-Aids and whatnot, there was a lot of red flags that let us know that Diddy was not the person that he was pretending to be. So yeah, so shout out to all of us. I feel like everybody knew. This is not a shock to anybody that has been following Diddy, especially since the 90s. Shout out to LRG. She says, I'm here for the facts. Sean does his homework. You know, I does my thug thistle. I does my thug thistle. Thank you so much for the super sticker, sweetheart. Shout out to Dominique Carter for the super sticker. She said, I've been subscribed since 2021 and been tuned into your Surviving Diddy's videos ever since. Keep your foot on Diddy's neck. I will do just that. I absolutely will. Thank you all so much for the super stickers and all of that good stuff. Shout out to Justin for the comments, for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Put some hearts in the chat or some flames in the chat if you received a membership from Justin for the comments. Absolutely. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like.
Because there's a lot to have to corroborate from the people who have come forward, and also a potential of people who we haven't seen come forward to see what evidence they have and to see whether or not it's true, rumor, or something in between.
All right, Brian Buckmeyer and Brad Garrett, thank you so much, both of you.
All right, that's that. Okay, now let's move on. So there's been a lot of inquiries into where Diddy is. So I'm just going, girl. Actually, let's start with this. Yeah, I saved it. Yeah, it's right here. Boom. So it stated breaking news, and I'm a girl, that Diddy's private jet. Oh, hold on, let me get the comment off the screen. Okay, yeah. Breaking. Sorry. Private jet owned by Sean Diddy Combs, P. Diddy Combs, has left the U.S. Combs residence was raided by DHS in connection with a extracting investigation. The flight Lord, what this way? Sorry, the flight path on the plane appears to have been headed towards Cape Verde. Verde is how you say that? Verde? Is that how you say it? Cape Verde has no extradition treaty with the U.S. I know my girl. So there's one there's one. So everyone's saying that okay, there's more. Hold on. There's another location as well because there's multiple. I've seen multiple locations. I'm like, what is going on in my girl? What is going on in my girl? Okay, what this? Okay, so Diddy's private jet reportedly flew to Antigua amid ex-African raid. TMZ has tracked Diddy's personal Love Air LLC jet, the well-known black Gulfstream 5 that Diddy has flaunted and flown for years now. And it looks like the aircraft is currently on the ground in Antigua, which is down in the Caribbean. And I'm a girl. Look, they're saying he's in multiple places. Okay, we got Cape Verde. They're saying that TMZ has tracked him to Antigua, Cap of Verde, Kappa no Verde Monday. Yes. So allegedly Kappa de Verde, and I'm a girl in Antigua in the Caribbean. So I'm like, ain't them this one over here and this one over here? Because I looked at the map, they're not like. So I'm like, now TMZ is saying that he is in Antigua. All right. But hold on. Hold on. I told you. Hold on here. This is why I believe them a little piece, because it says Diddy's private jet, shout out to what is this, Daily Mail. Diddy's private jet tracked to Caribbean island of Antigua, though it's unclear if the rapper himself is on board following the raids of his home. So there's no proof that Diddy was actually on the flight. Okay. So did he go to Cape Verde and then they stopped and gassed up in the Caribbeans on the way back or something like that? And I'm a girl. Okay. Shout out to Sugar and Sharon for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. And now my girl, thank you. If you got a membership from Sugar and Sharon, please put some flames in the chat or a heart, whatever you want to put. But thank her so much. Oh my God, I love you, Sugar and Sharon. So yeah, so I'm confused. Where is he? Let's read this article. Sean Diddy Combs' private jet has been tracked to the Caribbean islands of Antigua, just as his homes in Los Angeles and Miami were raided. The 54-year-old rapper's personal Love Air LLC Gulfstream 5 jet that he has owned and used for years is currently on the ground on the island via TMZ. There is no indication yet if Diddy himself was on board the aircraft when it took off from Van Nuys Airport in Los Angeles at 9 a.m. on Monday. It's unknown when the jet landed in Antigua, though it appeared that the jet took off hours before both of the rapper's homes in LA and Miami were raided again. So he still abandoned his sons. He still abandoned them. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. And I'm a girl. Ooh, I would hate for you to have to listen to fake news. And I'm a girl. Ooh, banned. So, and I'm a girl. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So they said that, hey, he was in Antigua, but that they don't know if he was on board or not. So okay, right here. The raids conducted. Okay. The raids conducted by Homeland Security were in connection to an ongoing ex-trafficking investigation. Okay, so here's a picture of the jet that he's had for years. That's him, you know, right there. On it, and I'm a girl. There it is, and I'm a girl. And you know, and then this is the home that was raided. So, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Where is he? Is he in Antigua? Is he in Cape Verde? Is he there? And I'm a girl, what is going on? But let's keep going. Look here. On Twitter, it says Diddy's personal Love Air jet is currently grounded on a Caribbean island, TMZ reports. There's no evidence he is actually on the jet. Okay, so when people are going around saying that he's here and he's there and he's here and he's there, I don't know. Is he in Antigua? Is he in the Caribbean? He could be anywhere. He could be anywhere. But let's get into, is he going to jail or not? Let's get into that. 2 homes raided. No, this was 2 homes associated with hip hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs were raided by FBI agents. Okay, let's get into it. Controversy, missteps, legal issues, and one anger management class all make up the complicated life of hip hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs. His ever-growing list of lawsuits date back as far back as 1991, when he co-prompted a celebrity basketball game and a concert at City College of New York, where 9 people passed away and 29 people were injured. Per Rolling Stone, an overcrowded venue coupled with inadequate security were to blame for an incident that officials said could have been avoided if Combs was more responsible. Combs could have had the kind of career that consisted mostly of success in firsts, such as the rapper Sean John's clothing line. We don't care about none of this. In March 2024, 2 homes in Los Angeles and Miami were raided by the FBI, no, Homeland Security. Arrests were made. Is Diddy going to jail? As of the time of this writing, Combs is not going to jail, but according to ABC 7 News, agents were seen detaining 2 men who were later identified as Diddy's sons. They were being held outside of Combs' Los Angeles home while agents searched the property. This occurred at the rapper's Holmby Hills mansion, which is in the same neighborhood as another controversial house, the Playboy Mansion. The Department of Homeland Security released a statement to the media explaining that on March 25, 2024, Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation. With assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it becomes available. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department aided the Los Angeles aid while federal agents assisted in the raid in Miami. So going back to what we were just, reading, Diddy allegedly boarded the jet at 9 a.m. A few hours before, which, hold on, let me pull that back up so y'all can see that it says that. Okay, it says that he okay. Did I skip it? Whatever. Right here. So there's no indication yet if Diddy himself was on board the aircraft when it took off from Van Nuys Airport in Los Angeles at 9 a.m. on Monday. So he clearly knew that the police was on the way. How he knew, only he know. But I think Diddy didn't want to be in like cuffs or anything, and because they wasn't coming to necessarily arrest him. They were coming for information. So he let his kids there like as sacrifice. He did not care. He left hours before the raid happened. So he could have alerted his sons. He didn't care to. He didn't care to. Why would he not tell his sons? Why would he not tell them? He wanted them to get him. Better them than him. Better him than them. I mean, them, him than, I'm getting out of here. It is what it is. And left. That's what that were. And I believe he started his course somewhere else, but once he found out in the morning, because that gave him plenty of time to change his flight plan. Because he didn't have, which even still right now, he didn't have a warrant or anything. So he's not on a no-fly or anything like that. I've seen reports of people saying that they made him ground his plane for what? What would they make him ground his plane for? He's not in trouble as of right now. He's going to be. He's going to be. But as of right now, like within this moment, he's not in trouble. So why leave? Because he's going to be. Okay. So there would be no reason for them to ground his plane. I mean, now if he was on a run from he just took somebody's life or something like that, he was an actual threat, then I could see them grounding his plane and stuff like that. But there's no charges brought up on him within this moment. Not yet. There's more. Let's pull this up. Okay, that's them being detained. We already got into that. Okay. Young Miami. Let's get into her. Young Miami next. Fans asked after Diddy's homes raided in Miami, LA. Rapper Sean Diddy Combs' homes in Miami and Los Angeles were raided by Homeland Security on Monday. The department's representative said it was part of an ongoing investigation. Multiple media reports say that the raids appear to be tied to against the artist. The lawsuit filed last year also names his ex-girlfriend Young Miami. Rapper Sean Diddy Combs. Okay, we read that. Okay. Multiple media reports say that the raids appear to be tied to ex-African allegations against the artist. The lawsuit filed last year also. Why does it keep repeating itself off right nowhere? Is this what I'm looking for? Because we're not gonna do that. We already do enough repeating. We already do enough of that. Moving right along. Okay, now here's some additional footage. DL Hughley posted this, gross. But here's some additional footage of the raid.
Enforcement vehicles, at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up the street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home in particular is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of Pete.
Shout out to Smoke Brag. Love you, girl. She says he took them kids back when they belonged. His son smashed. That was the age that why his jets was in them places. Ooh, girl, drop the tea, Smoke Break. Shout out to Kashunda as well. She says Usher made Russell make sure Russell had a guest room for him. Pretty much. Shout out to LRG for becoming a member. I love you guys. Let's keep listening to this.
P. Diddy's daughters.
They are heavily armed, and they've been very tactful, would probably be the best word to use, as they made entry into this home this afternoon. We actually watched them as they made their way through one of these side gates, and as soon as they got inside the home, one of the first things they did was made their way into this garage that you see is open right there. Now, they did take a couple people into custody. We witnessed that. Now, are they under arrest?
About 30 different law enforcement vehicles, at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all.
Are there more videos, or is it just?
And again, this is just a guess. I don't think they're going in randomly, just going through, everybody's stuff inside there. They probably have an area that they know, or an office that they're going to be looking into, or some computers that they might want to physically get their hands on. And that's what they're waiting for right now, to make their way inside this property. This, like you said, very beautiful home out there in the Homely Hills area. and they just waiting to get the all clear to allow them inside. While these officers that we see right there in the tactical gear, well, their job is to make sure that everything is safe for them to go in. Now, they don't probably. And again, I just want to be clear. It's like nobody's thinking that there's booby traps or some kind of sniper inside the home. That's not what they're thinking at all. It's probably more along the lines of they want to make sure that everybody is outside of the home because they don't want to have somebody stepping out or coming out later on and, surprising or catching people off guard. That's not what they want. And right now you can see like they randomly, and again, this is just
craziness. Okay, I'm going to pull up something else. This one's a little longer, a news report on it. And they also have additional footage. You know me, I like footage. Oh, let me start it over. Okay, sorry, I don't know what's going on with that. Let me pull this. Oop, okay, here we go. Now they have a lot of footage, so let's watch the footage. This is the LA home. Now this is the security camera. Look at this, girl. They have all the doors open. Every single last one of them. Wow, that's a big house. That's a compound, because I believe the back property is his too, if I'm not mistaken. They got all the doors open. That pool is surely dirty. And we get an aerial view of the house. All of his houses was freak off houses. Absolutely. So yeah, this is the area view of the home, and this is during the raid. This is during the raid. Hold on, let me fast forward a little bit. Yeah, they got all the trucks, tanks. Crazy. Wow. Crazy. Yeah, this is the pool Meek was in, calling him daddy. At this house. Calling him daddy. Oh, this is crazy. Craziness. You got the police. Hold on. They just chilling. Yeah, we're gonna get him this time, man. Look, nigga. Yeah, we're gonna get him this time, man. And now my girl, he ain't nowhere to be seen. He done took off on a plane hours earlier, just left his sons there. That's crazy. How you just sacrifice your kids like that? Okay, let's.
Pretty well acquainted with how law enforcement does this. Now, let's talk about the probe itself. We're getting that from our sources at Fox 11, that this is...
Shout out to Capricorn John. He is a snake. He's a snake cover for fleeing and not making the sons. Right. He could have at least gave them the heads up, just like somebody gave him.
Investigation regarding allegations of sex trafficking federally. Now, is that federal aspect important to this? Obviously, states have their own laws on the books when it comes to sex trafficking. But if the feds are looking into this...
Yes, he left his sons there. Christian Combs and Justin Combs were at the Beverly Hills home that got raided. They were detained during the raid. Absolutely, 100%. He left his kids.
Homes associated with such a high-profile person. You just have to kind of make the leap that this is going to be a story for a very long time. What is so particular about the federal aspect of this?
Again, it's very likely that it is federal because they believe there was some element of crossing state lines with some of the conduct. And again, without seeing the warrant, if we don't see the warrant, we can't see the affidavit. We don't know exactly what the government is alleging occurred here. We're taking a guess based on some civil lawsuit information that this is probably what this is about. It's clearly a criminal investigation at this point.
Of some civil lawsuit information. Again, lawsuits can stem so many RICO charges. That's how they got Robert Kelly. A lot of those lawsuits is what helped even people like Lifetime with surviving R. Kelly and stuff like that. Those lawsuits were very helpful because it provides proof that these things took place. And it's a paper trail. All those NDAs, all of that stuff, and people suing him, even suing people for breaking the NDAs. All of that was a paper trail. Back to being able to pull RICO charges up on him. Civil lawsuits you can't list crimes in a lawsuit and expect it to just stay there. No, it's going to switch courts. It's going to leave civil court and enter criminal court. So, like the reporter just said, we don't have much information. We don't have an affidavit. We don't have the search warrant, like in front of us. We have no idea besides these civil lawsuits with the allegations that were in them that would make us think that this is why they're doing it, why it's connected to this ex-African investigation.
At this point, because you see this law enforcement individuals making entry and conducting this warrant, this search warrant at a minimum. We don't know if it's also an arrest warrant. And so it has to be that there's some interstate commerce or some crossing of state lines that was affected to make this a federal case. And the reality is that even though a person may have a peaceful reputation,
he's technically not fleeing. At this point in time, there's no charges brought up against him. So he wouldn't be fleeing. If he left the country, he would just be simply leaving the country for right now. So right now, he's not under arrest. There's no warrant out for his arrest. There are no criminal charges on him as of yet. So technically, no, he would not be fleeing.
I know nothing about Mr. Combs' reputation. Law enforcement needs to go in as if the situation could turn violent at any time, because these types of allegations are incredible.
That's annoying. No. Now I was going back to the area view and all that stuff. I'm going to click this, see what this is. It was all up in Diddy-ish. All up in there. All up in the crib. All up in the crib. Here's the thing. I do feel like, yeah, they're looking for him for sure. I don't think Diddy's going to go in, though. I think Diddy will have his attorneys do the talking and showing up for him, because you can do that. You can do that. Like when you're being questioned by the police and stuff like that. Once you lawyer up, they can't talk to you anymore. They can't talk to you anymore. They just have to stop talking to you. They can't speak to you again until your attorney's present. You can do the same thing. You don't even have to be present. You can send your attorney for you. You absolutely can. Because your attorney has the right to speak for their client. And so I don't feel like he'll go in out of fear. I think he'll send somebody else so that they can figure out what's going on for him, because he's a coward. So I don't think he'll go in. I think he'll have his attorneys and stuff fight this for him until he has a better handle on how to fight whatever is about to come about. But I will say this as well. If Diddy left hours before they did the raid, it gave him time to do certain things. He had hours. So he had hours to get rid of certain things. And I'm just saying, he did have time. But I do think that he got out of there as soon as possible. So I don't think he had enough time, because you never know exactly when they're going to kick the door in. Like you don't know. It may be like, I'm sure that whoever told him was like, they coming today, but I doubt they said they'll be there at 12:15 a.m. They'll be kicking the door in by 12:16. Like I doubt they told him a time, just like it's going to be today. And I think he got out of there as soon as possible. I think he's fleeing to somewhere. I would say he's fleeing, but not fleeing. He's not fleeing because technically there is no crime right now, as of right now. Proven crime or charges brought up on him, right? But I do think he's trying to get out of Dodge for just in case they did find certain things or they do have certain things against him, that he's already out of the country, like Russell, because this is what Russell did. So when the police were in this process with Russell, the investigation, getting evidence and stuff against him, this is when he fled. So if Diddy is gone, he leaves and stays out of the country. If he's in a country that does not extradite or does not have a treaty with the United States or with North America, or United States, North America, then he's pretty much just kind of free until caught here, until they pop up on him. But he has a lot at stake. He has a lot of family, stuff here. People are asking about the twins. I believe the twins are with Quincy. And yeah, I believe the twins are with Quincy. No, let me take that back. I think the twins is with Diddy. I think the twins are with Diddy. And I think Quincy was probably just elsewhere. In my opinion. Yeah. I think he has the twins with him. Because if Justin and Christian were at the house, I think they were too. I think all of his kids were there. All of the kids were there. Well, see, Diddy does not have custody over the third child. I mean, he has full custody of the twins because their mother, Iris Kim Porter Soto, she's deceased. So hold on, let me pull that up. Let me pull Diddy's IG up because that's his last picture that he posted. Hold on, I'll come back to this. So yeah, his last post was a week ago to this day, and he was with his 3 daughters. So I believe the twins are with him. I do. I believe he took the twins with him. Now, are they like probably where he is now? No. But I do think that when he left the house, the twins were with him. Now, he probably sent them to family, maybe his mom, or they do have a nanny, someone that looks after them. He could have sent them there. I don't think if he's going to be on the run, he's going to take the twins with him. No, I don't think he's going to do that. But I do think that they were in the home with him. That would be my guess, that they were with him. Because why would Christian and Justin have been there and not, because his youngest daughter, the baby girl, Love, she lives with her mom. She lives with her mom. So I read they were with Kimora. I doubt it. Diddy hates her. Diddy hates her. I don't think they're with Kimora. He don't like her at all. Diddy can't stand her. She can't stand him. The only reason Kim is so close to those girls is because of their mom. She died. God rest her soul. And Kimora hates Diddy. Diddy hates Kimora. So I highly doubt they would be with Kimora. Now, if this was Kim was still alive, and this was going on, I could see them being with more then. But no. Diddy hates her. Like legit. Diddy detained in Miami? I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. The reason why I say I doubt that Diddy's detained, because the only reason why Justin Combs and Christian Combs got detained is because they were at a house during a raid. So if Justin them would have pulled up, so say for instance, Justin and his brother wasn't at home, right? And they pulled up back to the house and the house was being raided, they wouldn't have arrested them. They wouldn't have detained them because they weren't in the home. They were only detained because they were in the home. So that means that when the police kicked in the door and whatnot, whether they woke up from bed or they was in the kitchen or something like that, they detained everybody. Got them outside into the situation. If the house is checked, they know they just clear. They know they ain't got to worry about no threats or, people just randomly just walking out or scaring them, popping them, because that's how people get popped, like accidentally and stuff like that. So, guys, please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So I don't see why Diddy would be being detained anywhere besides during a raid. Yeah. His sons were only detained because they were present. If they weren't present, they would have never got no fisticuffs, handcuffs put on them. That would have never happened. So, yeah, I think that because now they may want to question Diddy, but there will be no reason to detain him. There will be no reason to arrest him or anything like that because charges have not been brought up. They did a raid to gain evidence. They didn't do a raid to arrest. Absolutely. They didn't do a raid to arrest. It was for seeking information, is what they were doing. Yes, we read that, yeah, about his jet being landed in Antigua. But that's the thing, with his jet being in Antigua, he could have been dropped off somewhere. He had to have. Because if his jet is in Antigua, no one has been able to locate Diddy being literally in Antigua. He could be in an island around Antigua. It doesn't mean he's there. It doesn't mean that. Because the jet's not going to stay wherever he dropped him off. It would be the easiest way to track him if he doesn't want to be tracked. Because a person like Diddy take a flight somewhere, and then when you get there, you already have other stuff set up. So like a boat to come pick you up and take you else, he could be anywhere. He could literally be anywhere, at this point. He could be anywhere. He sure could. He could be anywhere. Thank you for watching. Shout out to my baby Janae. Hold on. Shout out to T Young. Shout out to XOXO. She said, I don't think Diddy was on that jet. I don't think Diddy's on that jet in Antigua. Diddy was definitely boarded that jet this morning at 9 a.m. He definitely did. I feel like that for sure, because he won't be safe anywhere here. No matter where he goes, you have New York Homeland Security, Miami Homeland Security, Beverly Hills / Los Angeles Homeland Security. Where you hiding? Everybody working together. You got multiple states working together and whatnot. So you would want to get out of Dodge. You're going to want to, Diddy definitely is giving, like, at this point in time, he's paranoid. So you're going to want to be somewhere to where you're not wanted, because then you're less paranoid. Being here, paranoia times 100, But being elsewhere in another country, then, yeah, you're not going to feel as anxious. Your anxiety won't be as bad. You'll be able to breathe. Being somewhere that they can't necessarily, like, get you. Because them doing this raid lets them know that they're after him. So just because there's not an arrest made yet or a warrant out there for him, as quick as the judges got, if they could get 3 judges to sign 3 warrants in one day, you don't think they could do the same? I mean, search warrants in one day. You don't think they can do the same thing with warrants? I believe it's them collecting their evidence. The evidence that they collected, they're going to put it together, formulate these charges, put these charges together, and then they're going to go after him. That's what I think is going on. And I think that that's what he thinks what's going on too. That's why he would have his attorneys speak for him. That's why he ain't going to go in. Oh no, he's too much of a coward. He's going to let them do it. No, y'all go in there and figure out what's going on. So when they tell y'all that they issuing a warrant for me and that there's a warrant for my arrest, I know when to get out of Dodge or just stay out of Dodge. Let me just get out of here now. And then, you know. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Ooh, college grad. Ooh, not dude, gay. Did a straight guy send you over here? Or what? Did they say I was straight? Because she's going to talk to them about that. Yeah. So I forgot about Belize. Yeah, Shine is a public figure there. I doubt he's gonna go anywhere near Shine. I'm sure Shine don't want nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with him. Oh yeah, Diddy definitely left his children alone. He definitely did. I'm the Phenomenal One Billionaire says these children played very integral roles in their own lives, I would believe, from noticing Kim's personality and Shirley Kimura's, that all of the children were made aware of something serious. Yeah, and the children, that's the thing. Justin and Christian are going down too. It's not going to just be Diddy. Oh no. I feel like the only people that are safe at this point are these 3 young ladies, the baby, Love, and Quincy. Everybody else is up for grabs. Everybody else. And I think that that's who the elite want. The elite don't just want Puffy. They want his kids too. Oh, they want Justin. They've done a lot of protecting of him over the years. Yeah. And they want Christian as well. All of them are looked at as problems. They all must go. All of them. Because Diddy has been trying to gear his sons up to be a part of the fold. You know, kind of like Will Smith with his kids. Jaden is crazy rich. So is Willow. You really don't hear nothing bad about them. Because they're a part of the elite. They're down. They're part of it. So they're protected. When Jaden does things, when Willow does things, they'll protect them. They'll be fine. Their dad literally assaulted someone on national TV. Literally. No arrest, no charge, nothing. Oh, he was going through. He was having a bad day. Literally assaulted a man on national TV. Nothing was done. Absolutely. Diddy done a lot of stuff. They protected him. Diddy slapped Drake back in the day. He slapped Drake. Sure did. And the elite protected him. Correct. We can get into that too. He sure did. He slapped Drake. And now my girl got away with a scot-free. He was at a bar and he slapped a woman and a man. He slapped the man because the man was trying to retrieve his either wife or fiance. And then he slapped the wife or fiance because she wanted to go with her spouse. So basically, she was sitting there minding her business, dancing with her man. Her man had to use the bathroom. He come out the bathroom and Diddy and his security guards got his girl surrounded. So he, excuse me, come in to tell this girl to come on. She goes to grab his hand and goes with him. Diddy said, "No, you come with me." She said, "No." He slapped her and him. Nothing. He went into a music producer's office and pummeled him. Pummeled him. Everybody heard it. Everybody on the floor heard him in there and his bodyguards wrecking that man. Nothing. Not even a slap on the wrist. The elite is done. They are done. The elite let him take out Tupac. That was fine. Tupac wasn't down. He didn't want to be a part of the elite in any way, shape, or form. So he had no protection. It was the same thing with Biggie. Biggie didn't want a part of the elite either. Biggie didn't want any parts. Biggie wanted to go his own way, and so did Pac. That's why they're dead. That's why Dr. Dre's still alive, part of the elite. Snoop's still alive, part of the elite. Jay-Z's still alive, part of the elite. Big Diddy's still alive, part of the elite. Yeah, all of part of the elite. You get a different type of protection, but when they're done with you, they're done. It's that simple. When they're done with you, they're done. The main two things that Diddy messed up with was ending Kim Porter. Kim Porter was a part of the elite. She was down. She didn't have a choice. Diddy forced her to be. She was their handler. She handled Diddy. She absolutely did. She was a handler. So when he ended her, allegedly, when he ended her, the elite was not happy about that. They were not happy about it. They were very angry about that. Kim Porter was around for a very long time. All right. She's been a part of the elite for a long time. Okay. So she still had a charmed life. She really didn't want for anything besides like love. Other than that, not that she was living a fairy tale, but not too much that she wanted, And then Diageo, the liquor company, when he effed over them, final straw. He got to go. He got to go. Get rid of him. And they did. This is the result. 100%. Normally, when people bring up lawsuits and stuff against Diddy, they protect him. They'll get him thrown out. They'll get the best attorneys, call in some favors to judge friends, stuff like that. Protect him. Protect him. Don't let anything happen to him. The baby, same way. He done took people's lives. Powing people on his property with no registration for his weapon, none of that stuff. On probation, it ain't supposed to be around him, but still completely got away with it. Scot-free, like. But now he has to watch his step because he's messed over the wrong people. He came for the wrong people. So now he's on the outs. The baby is not a part of the elite. He didn't make it. Almost did, but he didn't make it. That's why the baby go bye-bye. But Lil Baby is part of the elite. So Diddy would have to do something extreme for the elite in order to get back in it. They're done. 100%. What? Wait a minute. What? Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm getting. Hold on. Should see before. Oh, you have. Okay. This is about Diddy. Oh, but it got scary. Well, you can stay anonymous. You can stay anonymous. You can stay anonymous. Want me to call you now? Okay, now there is this celebrity nail tech. Okay, so there is a person, and they said that they were at Diddy's house this morning when it happened. Okay, left a little bit before, left a little bit beforehand. Okay, before the situation occurred with the raid and whatnot. Okay, hold on. I'm getting a lot of messages. They do want to talk. They do want to talk. Okay. Okay, but I would rather them like come on the show though. Like you could stay anonymous on the show. Like, I get you don't want to say nothing. I get it, because I have this person's phone number. It's like, because they've reached out to me about this. Now, today that they were there right before this happened, and they had left beforehand. So what we doing? What Okay. She was there. She was there. I have someone in my DM. She was there, and she has receipts. Okay. So I'm getting a receipt right now of her with Lil Rod. This person is legit. Because they know I don't play with any receipts. This person is legit. And they even sent me a video of them at the studio. Legit. Like, I bullshit you not. Like, hella legit. Hella legit. Hold on. Hella legit. Hella legit. Yes. Yes. You're real. You were real. Wow. And girl. Okay, you know what? I'm just about to call you and we need to set something up. Because, girl, this is legit. Like, girl, you are telling the fucking truth. Like, big time, big dot. Like, she's real. She's legit. She's legit. She said she was there this morning, too. Left, like, right beforehand. A little bit before. She has a recording of her in the studio. And she also has a picture with a little Rod. And my girl, she has DMs that I'm getting right now from Lil Rod, her and Lil Rod talking. Oh, girl, you gotta come on the show, girl. Okay. Oh, did you? Oh my God, this is tea. OMG. It sounds like it. This is tea. This is tea. Okay. I'm about to call. Okay, I have to call this person. I love you guys. I will see y'all tomorrow. Be here. Be here. She's real. She's real. She's legit. She's legit. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. Before I get out, okay, I'm about to call you right now. Before I get out of here, shout out to Catherine for the cash app. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Shout out to Courtney and shout out to Lachelle. I got you. We will keep you anonymous as. Okay, I promise. We will keep you anonymous as. Okay. It's about to go down. I love you guys. Please hit the like. Please subscribe if y'all have not subscribed already. Diddy is kind of stuck, but the tea she got, girl, oh, it's about to go down. Yeah, tomorrow. I love you guys.